Manhattan baseball is one win away from going back to the 6A state tournament in Lawrence next week, and little did the fans know they'd be sitting at Torrington Stadium for a long and rainy game. Manhattan called on Washburn commit Sam Spiegel to take the winner-take-all game, and Spiegel showed out. First batter of the game, he sits down Franklin EQ on just 3 pitches. It'd be a 1-2-3 first for the future Ichabod. Manhattan looked to get something going in the bottom half of the first inning. Carter Aslan reaches base, but promptly gets put in a run between first and second, and Aslan is unable to get out of the pickle. Then in the second inning, it's Northwest's turn to get on the board. The runner at first gets caught in a rundown between first and second as well, but the runner at third, Cole Hutchinson, keeps his head up and darts for home and dives in safely for the first run of the game. Trouble continued on the bases in the second, but that's where Spiegel saved the day. He picks up his 3rd punch-out of the game to escape the second inning jam. This one goes all the way to 10 innings, but Manhattan will storm back to secure the 2-1 victory, and the Tribe is headed to the state tournament. Here in the capital city, Topeka High softball hosted Mays in the girls' 6A regional final. Joe Binning's in the circle for the Trojans. Bases loaded, her defense steps up. Ball right in front of home plate. Becca Gately steps on home and throws to first for the big-time Topeka High double play. Trojan fans got all they could ask for on offense. Here's a slapper to left field. Remember this one because Coppin State commit Joe Binning's at the plate, and this one is out of here. Binning straight away center field, 240 feet and gone. Topeka High leads 11-4 in the third, and it only gets better. Here's a shot through the gap at second. That sets up another powerful at-bat from Tamain Izia. Rocket to left center, scores a runner, and Topeka High is headed to the state tournament for the first time since 2022. 15-9 winners over Mays. To the 4A regional final, Hayden hosting Tonganoxie, and defending state champion Wildcats are in trouble, trailing 4-3. Liam Aned keeps Hayden's hopes alive with a hit right back up the middle, but that's all for the Cats in the 5th. From the mound, Hayden's star pitcher Cooper Grace did just about everything he could to keep the Wildcats afloat. From here on out, most of his pitches were on point. High heat there sits Tonganoxie down. How about a curveball on the outer half of the plate? Yep, that was working for Cooper Grace as well. But the Chieftains were elite from the bump as well. Here's a Merck Davenport punch out. Now back to Cooper Grace for Hayden. Another strikeout. He keeps it coming. But over time, Tonganoxie held on strong. Brock Gibbs sends to an RBI single, and the Chieftains upset undefeated Hayden for a trip to 4A state, 9-8. Rock Creek softball battled back from a big deficit in the first game today to take on Tonganoxie tonight for a trip to state as well. The Mustangs trail in the bottom of the 5th when Taylin Kadavi hits one deep enough to right field to score her teammate Lily Cranebill from third base, and we have ourselves a tied ball game. Rock Creek still threatening with runners in the 5th when Haley Smith hits the pitch right back where it came from, up the middle into center field for a go-ahead single. But Tonganoxie would battle back and tied in the 6th. The fans were soaked with the rain, but the stage is set for Brenna Zoller. And Zoller comes through a big-time 2-run single to give Rock Creek the lead right back in the bottom of the 6th. The Mustangs need just one more out for a trip to state when Kadavi takes it herself at first. And for the 5th year in a row, Rock Creek is heading to state with a 10-6 win over the Lady Chieftains.
A little tricky sometimes, high highs and low lows, but we talk about like working through all of that. And it's just been for me personally, it's just been a really long year. So I'm super proud of these kids and their resilience, because we were down, 5-0 in the first game, and then come back, big plays, then we're down here, come back, big plays. Speaks to their credit of these kids. It's all about these kids.
Silver Lake took on Council Grove in their 3A regional final, and Logan Cathcart was having himself a day for the Eagles, both on the mound and at the plate. First he doubles, then Dyson Schooler brings him home from second for an early Lake lead. Offense still moving. Schooler gets to cross home plate after an attempt to catch a runner stealing goes wrong. It's 2-0 heading to the next frame. That's where Cathcart's day on the mound begins. He's dealing strikeout after strikeout after strikeout to keep the Braves at 0. The Eagles up 3-0 at the top of the 5th when a balk gets called on Council Grove's Braun Fry. Silver Lake wins this one shutout style 3-0 and is headed back to state for the first time since 2017 thanks to a stellar complete game from Logan Cathcart, who fittingly got to host the trophy.
It's an amazing feeling. That was our goal this whole year. It's been that goal for 4 years, and we're just glad to make it come true for sure.
These guys compete. I mean, they play hard. Every out is going to be tough. They're winners. They're winners.